up, y'all? It's G about to react to this vid by Triple OC. It's titled Young Miami Needs to Give It Up. Damn. I mean, agreed. Facts. No lies were told. I'm sure she's referencing this snippet that, went viral of Young Miami, giving us a preview of a new song I guess she about to drop. It sound a damn mess. And it's like, listen, I'm all for people striving to reach their goals when they're actually trying and putting in effort to be better. It doesn't seem like she's doing that at all. So it's like, girl, what is the point? So that's why I'm like, girl, give it up, but obviously do what you want. But it's like, I don't understand. You're just gonna keep releasing all this mid music to keep getting clowned. And I don't even want to call it mid. It's worse than mid. It's bad. So it's like, what are we doing here? You're just assaulting our ears for what? I feel like this about Sweetie too. Anyway, let's hear what she has to say. Let's watch.
If Young Miami doesn't do anything else, she'll always keep her name in the blogs and on social media. Most times for all the wrong reasons. And after the latest reactions to her new song snippet, it feels like the conversation isn't even about whether she fell off. It's about whether she ever decided what she wanted to be in the first place. And when it comes to rap, I think she just needs to give it up. Let's talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, what's Am with it? I'm C, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button. Am I the only one who feels like Young Miami has kind of been floating around for a while? Like, she never really disappears, but musically, it's been hard to track where she's actually headed. The last time we were supposed to really lock in was when she was gearing up for her debut project, Yams. Around that time, she dropped the 50-50 freestyle and geared up for a whole new era, dressed as Deion Sanders, which was a bit random and confusing, but at least memorable to me. And then followed it up with Can't F With You, featuring Skilla Baby. Real baddie anthem energy, very much this is my solo era, get used to it. That phase also came with the Valentine's Day track with the Baby, which, let's be real, felt like two people looking for different things. He was in his post-cancellation, I support women rappers era, trying to rehab his image, and she was clearly looking for a rap work husband to prop her up. The visuals were cute, very hood love, kiss me through the phone coded, but the raps were weak and the chemistry wasn't there. And while the Baby at least attempted to pivot his sound after that, Young Miami went quiet. Later on Carisha Please, she explained that it wasn't for lack of trying.
The song was called I'm a Hoe Too,
but her label wasn't convinced.
Girl.
And the issue wasn't visibility. Young Miami has never really struggled with that. It was direction. They didn't feel like her sound had matured. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Because even now when she pops back up with a snippet, it doesn't feel like a continuation of anything. It feels like a restart every single time. Like she's testing the waters instead of standing on business. Which brings us to the most recent preview that had everybody talking, or really clocking her. During her appearance on Santana's TikTok Live, she asked if she could preview a song. And the way that Santana paused and asked her which song she was about to play, listen, that said everything. Like he already knew what was up and he was trying to save her. Now, that's a real friend. I always wondered, why hasn't she let him write a hit or two for her? But anyway, she went ahead and previewed Clock It, and let's take a listen.
Let me preview my new song.
Wait, because now she about to talk a million miles a minute, child. Hold up.
Okay, come on. Okay.
This purple hair, child.
What song is this? I don't know, but tell her.
Man, do me. Do what I'm about to serve.
Do one, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Hell no, they ain't get that to the album out, girl. Is you dumb?
Album, girl. Who asked for that?
Everybody saying that, why everybody keep laughing?
Where's your play of music? Bring it down.
Oh, he said.
Yeah. Let's get to something else. It never come out to bitch. You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. Yeah. I'm just a real bad shit. All you bitches ugly.
Girl. I feel like a 7-year-old could come up with better raps than this. This is so embarrassing. She just seems slow. That's also really off-putting for me. Like, girl, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I like that.
you said what?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Rose
Play
line.
that real, like, don't come and play that shit, like.
Mm-mm.
Play that real shit, like, that shit, that's hey. Thank you.
Once this snippet hit the internet,
Girl.
people weren't debating if it was good or bad. They were just laughing, treating it like a parody before it even had time to breathe.
Damn.
And that's worse than backlash. She clearly felt it too, because afterwards
You sound
she got
so
online trying to
stupid.
convince people that they were missing the point.
Girl.
Saying we didn't hear the full song, that people were confused about what clock it
Maybe it gotta grow on y'all. Girl, I don't want the growth. Please keep it away.
means, that all the jokes actually had her hype in a good way, because when she drops her
Cap.
tape, everyone will owe her an apology.
Girl.
Meanwhile, the comments were asking when the podcast was coming back, and that kind of says it all. The real issue is that the song feels outdated,
Very.
late to the sound, late to the damn
And slow,
party,
more than
and
anything.
disconnected from the audience she's been speaking to for the last few years. Yes, people still say clock it, but that phrase has already had its viral run. We've seen it, done it, moved on. You have TikTokers and Love Island cast members who have made a bag clocking it. And culturally, it comes from a space that Young Miami has had a pretty complicated relationship with. So when she uses it, it doesn't feel playful or natural or trying to be an ally. It
Announces the gays merch launch, faces backlash for old homo. Oh yeah, she was homophobic. I've mentioned this several times.
doesn't
So I don't like her.
feel playful or natural.
That
or
was the origin of me not liking her.
to be an ally. It feels like she's chasing.
I think she said something like if she found out her son was gay, she would beat the gay out of him or something like that. And she actually has a son, and she was saying this. Like I'm pretty sure her son was like a little baby also when she said it.
a moment that already passed, and borrowing a language.
Or maybe she didn't have a son yet. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know this lady's life. But either way, that's just such a sick thing to say.
Without really understanding why it worked in the first place. And instead of it feeling current, it's just straight up late. And that's been the story of her rap career. Her audience matured and progressed. Even her former groupmate did, but her music didn't. The City Girls era works because it fit that moment. It was raw, loud,
That moment
all
is
about
bad.
unapologetically looking for a trick.
What the hell?
But the
What was
audience
this?
is older
That
now.
look a mess.
They're more critical, they're less impressed by surface level
What the hell
catchphrases.
is that?
And instead of evolving with them, Young Miami keeps fishing from the same bag of trendy quotables, hoping that nostalgia or virality will do all of the heavy lifting. Because
Facts.
post City Girls, Young Miami has gone through multiple half-baked identities. There was the city girl to solo rapper transition that never fully landed, then the Yams era that stalled out, the baddie rap feature run that she was so proud of, and then came Carisha Please, arguably the best thing that she's done solo so far.
Why did she stick to
Her
that?
personality
Oh, 'cause the network?
finally had room to shine,
It was like a
and
Diddy
I really
network or
thought that was
something.
going to be her thing. Despite seasoned podcasters raining golden showers on her parade, and once she hit that mogul girlfriend era, I thought she was set. And I'm sure she did too. Like, come on, Carisha, you were really supposed to be the hood's Kamora Simmons, because next was supposed to be the reality TV moment, A Day in the Life of Young Miami on BET, and that totally got derailed. So now we're back to music
Y'all gonna watch
again
that?
without a clear identity tying any of it together. Which is why the question isn't whether Clock It flopped or if it will flop if she ever drops it. I mean, according to her, she thought about dropping it this weekend. It's really why
Keep
all
it.
these years in, Young Miami still seems so unsure of who she's trying to be as a rapper. It feels like she's throwing things at the wall to see what sticks and then getting mad when the internet doesn't catch it. Take the Tyla Shanell situation, for example. She could have been somewhere on a Twitch or a TikTok stream showing us a snippet of the Take Me to Shanell song months ago. But then she sat on it for so long that an artist with a much bigger machine, Tyla, who she claimed jacked her song after she played it for her, dropped it at the right time, did a major push, and dominated, even though the song itself to me isn't really groundbreaking. Like, she could have added a little ratchet twist, and you know the girl still would have ate that up. But instead, she's hopping online, dragging her, and even now she's still mentioning the song. Just let it go. Timing matters, confidence matters, and right now, Young Miami seems unsure on both. Because once people stop debating your music and start turning it into a meme, they're not engaging with it seriously anymore. They've already moved on. And I get it. Walking away from rap feels like admitting that she's defeated, especially when that's how you
No, it's just accepting reality. Sometimes you gotta pivot a bit, and that is okay.
Name, but there's a difference between quitting and pivoting. At some point, you really have to ask yourself, who are you even rapping for anymore? Is it for the fans?
I'm not gonna credit my powers. That's just... well, that's just a given with her. Like, obviously, she needs to pivot because this ain't working.
For your own ego, because it's clearly not for the label. Maybe she needs to accept the fact
but it was
that
right
rap
after I said
might
it.
not be where she shines anymore. But what do you think? How do you feel about this snippet?
Keep it. Listen, no shade, okay? I know everything I said was probably really shady, but I'm just being honest about my thoughts about her music career. I don't understand the point in her continuing this when it's just not working. And all of these snippets from music videos, I'm like, when was this? I don't know a lot of that. I had no idea she collabed with the Baby and Usher, and I don't recall any of this, which says a lot because that means it didn't really go too far. So it's like, yeah, at a certain point, you should try to pivot. And I thought she was doing that with, you know, her podcast, and didn't she have like a freaky card game or something like that? Like, girl, what happened with that? Make a part 2 or something. But this music, we don't want it. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.